USS9 and VMP both got nerfed, and despite they are still the top meta choices, there are some things that you need to keep in mind now. And for USS9 I'm using the same gunsmith, and VMP I tried a few gunsmiths and still chose to use my gunsmith, the same one. Now USS9's nerf is to the headshot damage multiplier, and keep in mind that it is not only relevant when you finish your enemy with a headshot, but it counts for any bullet that hit the enemy's head. Like, it could be just that you hit one bullet to the head and others were to the chest, but you would still get the extra multiplier before the nerf, and now it was reduced. And so obviously damage-wise the weapon is not as good as it was before, and it has 32 bullets damage mag, so those multipliers were really handy. But regardless, it is still better than most of the options that you can choose to use instead. So like, obviously it is not as good as it was, but the other weapons are just worse. Well, VMP is a different story, but I will go to it later. And so basically USS9 is still a good meta choice for a versatile SMG because it has pretty good range and pretty decent close range as well, and NV mid range. And if you need a versatile SMG, you really should be using it. And I would say that in like smaller maps, maybe some mid-range maps, but usually just where you would use aggressive SMG.
More than my look.
And so here the cluster strike came in clutch, but I was having some very unwise teammates this match, and pretty much like last couple of weeks, and they were not really playing OBG properly. You will see there were a couple of kill farmers who just should have stayed on OBG more. And at the end of the match, one of them was surprised that I MVP'd and not them. And like, I don't know, you will see the results. But this is just tiresome. Like, I used to finish working around 10 PM and from 11 PM I would start playing. But these days I sit down, I just don't want to click start because I know that I'm getting stupid teammates again. And like that second one, just go play Fruit Ninja or Templar. VMP, so I tried a few gunsmiths and I like mine the best because it has the best hipfire, bullet spread accuracy compared to the other builds, and it also has good recoil. And I've tried a few more gunsmiths later after making the previous video, but I really just prefer this one. It has also good ADS time, good recoil, good hipfire, good everything. And technically the mag size is bigger compared to the USS9. And it is better for up close to somewhat mid-range battles. So like I said in earlier video that the USS9 is more versatile, which might make it like more meta, but often you don't really need the extra range, especially in small maps, and so VMP is a weapon that you should lead the match with in those small maps, and only if you see that the range is missing you switch to USS9. Do not start the match with USS9 because that way you will not know if you need the extra range or you don't. And VMP has the big mag so you can spray bullets, it has good time to kill, very good 4-shot potential, and etc, etc. It is a valid meta choice, and I would say that maybe even better compared to USS9 now. But we are kind of tied. The main difference is that VMP is more aggressive and has more bullets, and USS9 is more versatile and has less bullets but a damage mag. And like, one is more versatile, other is just better for more aggressive close range playstyle. And you should really, if you're using one, you should have a loadout for the other as well, so you would be able to switch like I said. And we are both still certainly meta, and like, I don't think you can expect me to use not meta guns when I'm getting teammates like these. Like in this match we also were not good. Very bad at rotations. Later we finally started to play OBG, but it was just awful. And you will see how this match ended as well. Yeah, so like I said, this match was tough as well, but not as tough as the previous match. And I just want to clarify that when I say that my teammates are stupid, unwise, unintelligent, imbeciles, etc., I do not mean that that is how we are like all the time, and that we cannot get better. I just mean that during their current life moment, when I play with them, such is my conclusion, that I believe that we probably wear Crocs because we don't know how to tie shoelaces, and that we probably have caretakers who help them reach legendary and when we just play here. But yeah, anyway, so the point is, when I started playing in 2021 January, only first season I couldn't reach legendary because I started playing at like a second half of the season. But then I would reach both MP and BR legendary every season whole year without any issues, and it was the easiest thing to do. Like, it takes no skill, no brain to reach legendary. And during my first year I was an absolute bot as well. And I played without team chat, but I think that if I had my team chat on, I would have heard how many players were just calling me an idiot, because I absolutely was. Now in the second year, in 2020, I started playing mostly Battle Royale, simply because I preferred that mode, and also I could play solo versus squad, and it just gave me better chance of winning, honestly, because random teammates were horrible as well in Battle Royale. But then in 2023, and I also had a Battle Royale YouTube channel, but anyway, so I started becoming a bot in BR, because there were some matchmaking changes and just AE classes were introduced. And so I started just looking at multiplayer again, and in December of 2023 I made this channel. And then 4 months later, on April of 24, I first time reached the leaderboard. And I think it was around the time when I had sufficient skill to know that if I'm losing a match, it is not because of my stupid head, but because of my teammates. Or sometimes the enemies are just better, but that is rarely. Usually the teammates are just trash. But I mean, again, 2024 April. So basically after 2 and some years of me playing for them. And now I would say that the skill is of course better, but like, it takes time to not be stupid in this game. And for this reason I completely understand that there will be idiots, and some of them will get better, of course, others will just go play some other games eventually. Some are just casuals, because again, reaching legendary is nothing. Like, you just have to play some time every day and you will reach legendary. Like, I do Alcatraz tournament missions, and if I don't skip the Alcatraz tournament missions, I reach Legendary in Battle Royale. But usually I just start playing those big head hands whatever because I can do it while working. And don't have to dedicate time after work and can just play ranked. But yeah, an important thing that I actually was doing. So during the second year I started watching YouTube. And I reached a point where I had watched every single video of Pake the Slayer, the COD Narco, Zara COD, others, and it felt super weird because like I would open YouTube and I would have to wait for them to upload a new video. And I watched all the tutorials, like all the videos on how to improve his skill, on the meta, on everything, like every video I could find I watched. And also I would learn, like I would learn from my own stupid mistakes, from the teammates, from enemies, etc. And if you're not doing that, then I don't know why you're even playing. Well, maybe there are some people who are just legitimately just casuals, but they play during sweaty hours every day, I don't know.